Hello YouTube, welcome to restore this nice old knife. That's just a scrubby green, and I did the blade, okay, and we've been experimenting because this is really bad in here. But look at the very tip, okay, you see them lines? We started with 220, 600, that's what it looks like, a piece flipped over, and then 1200 or 1000. We've got plenty of that. And we are sanding this way. These knives are machined with lines in them, see them? So we're hoping we can cover up those scratches, take them out enough. I'm going to take a picture. It looks like a bird carrying a ribbon. See it? Wow, what a shot. Of course, I'll have a picture of that. Somebody help me pronounce that second word. Parker, IMAI, that's an I, not a T. Surgical steel. Parker. IMAI. I have no idea what language it is. But the brass is going to be easy to do. Then we'll still polish this too. We've taken a Q-tip. We still haven't put any oil in there. We don't want no oil in there now, but there's a little bit of rust down in there. We're going to use a Q-tip and some oil, penetrating oil. We're not going to try to take this apart or anything. We will put some taper as we're buffing so we don't get carried away and hit that. And this will be flits after this is done at the same time. Let's get on working on the blade, the hardest part. Because if it takes me hours and hours, I mean, it's going to take, I'm going to try to get those lines out of there by going the same direction with the sandpaper. So let's talk more work. We'll come back when we get the blade done here, show you what it looks like. Today's how-to tip, piece of glue stick, wrap your sandpaper on it, because so you can see them scratches in there, but then you can't. You can and then you can't. That's what, and we sanded right over that logo. All our polish and buff is going to be in lines like this. And up here, it's like the same thing. That's the way it was machined. So you have to go that way. That's how it was made. This side's going to be easier because I don't have that logo, but you could see the machining marks. See them off to the right there? Like I said, we got our aggressive sandpaper working our way down, so we're just trying to hide those diagonal lines. And when you're sanding, see, I got the sandpaper wrapped around here, okay? Don't sand and move over. Sand, pick it up, drop it down, and sand. Pick it up, drop it. Just trying to be helpful there. You'll have angled lines. Let's turn this blade around the other way. We're starting to hide them a little bit. We're going to keep working on this. It's only going to be so good and that's it. When we polish it. We have emery stones for our Dremel. We do not want to use them. They will polish to a smooth finish and will not take out the deep scratches, and then it'll look blurry. It'll look blurry when you polish it. You'll have shiny and dull spots, and it'll look smeared like a bad wax job on paint. Okay, back to work. Come on, focus. There you go. Okay, more work. Okay, I think this is best. We're going to get this blade by sanding it. Can you tell on this side where I polished it? See that on the left where I started polishing it? We got to find the right wheel. I took a picture of Japan just in case it disappears. It's so hard to do with it shiny. But there's the proof. I showed the video when I first got these knives, so now it's disappeared more. And when did they start etching stuff like that? Does anybody have idea how old it is? Oh, this looks like bone, not antler, don't you think? You know the deer antler fake. Don't this look more like bone? Bone. Look at these ribs, how they stick up. I thought about drumming them down. See that one? Well, I don't want to hurt nothing though. I'd rather leave well enough alone. I think I'll leave that alone. We're not going to get this knife perfect. We're not going to be able to bring it back to brand new. But it's going to look nice. Be a nice knife for somebody to use. Look at that brass, how dull it is. And look where I took some 1000 grit sandpaper and a buffing wheel. See it glistening there on the very end? Ooh, it's going to look good when it's polished. We'll be back. We're going to polish this. We are using wheels like this, but we should have one with a taper on it. But we'll do the best we can. We shall return with it polished. Flitz, the polish it deserves. No, I'm not doing commercials. I don't get paid. I just like the product. That's the best we're going to get. There's scratches. You know, I'm going to show them. I'm not going to bring it back and, oh, this is beautiful. There's not a scratch on it. No. You can still see the logo in there. And you can still read Japan. Barely. Let's poke and see it. It's in there. Look deep into the knife. You're getting sleepy. No. Watch too many of them old movies. Them old sci-fi. Alright, but it looks good. You know when you first look at it. Of course the camera's going to show it more than the human eye. Believe me. When I look at it with my eyesight, I don't even see them scratches in there. Look at that brass. Look at that, what the brass is going to look like. See it? Well, let's shut up and get to work and finish this thing. Whew. Man, talk about classy. I never even measured this thing. It's not a small knife, though. Next time I come back, we'll have some measurements before we get done. Like I said, I don't get paid to show any product for my videos. I like this product. That's why I use it. You know who turned me on to it? Now I'm hooked. If it's got brass, it's got class. I'd say that's a mirror reflection. That's the before. That's what we're using. Using that. Then go to this. Then go to our moppy, fluffy wheel. Sorry I get so close there. It's not perfect. You're always going to have some. Ooh, light shining. Okay, when we come back, it'll be all done. This will be done. We'll do the handle. And like I said, tape this stuff up. So I got tape over here so I don't get it slopped all over. I have a terrible time of getting up too close. But tape that thing up. This is dull, but that end's pointy. Tape it up. Don't get hurt. Play safe. We'll be right back with it finished. And we are finally done. Do not ask me how long this takes. It takes a long time. You still got some deep scratches in there, but I'd say that's a mirror finish. Close to it. But it's presentable, as they say. A nice one to carry, because you're not going to worry about scratching it. It's already scratched. This I just washed with soap and water and a rag. I said, you won't be afraid to use it. It's already got scratches in the blade. Tonight we will sharpen it as we're setting in the easy chair, so it will have a razor sharp edge if possible. It says surgical steel, assuming that means stainless. It just depends, because that is pretty rough ground. I will take a real close-up picture of the edge, but you don't want to get this stuff done, you get fingerprints all over it. I had a little black back here from the polish I was afraid I couldn't wash off. Right here. You might even see a little bit where it's not brown, it looks more black. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. I really enjoyed this one. It took a long time. We're going to sit back here. I'm glad we got a nice office chair here in our little work area. We're going to sit back and relax. We've been humped over the desk, and what a mess. I mean, there's a glove I had on my left hand to hold on to it. And it gets messy. You get that stuff on there. Of course, I use napkins. I didn't use a whole lot of polish, though. And I just put some on my desk right here. I probably had 6 dots worth. I just put some on the desk. You know, then roll my stuff into it like this one. This one you want to get some soaked in there, because that's your first one to really get. So I had it on the desk and I'd get it all, you know, in there. So there's a lot of polish in there. It's a shame it's going to dry. If I had something brass to do today, I would do it, because it is really soaked up. But it'll come back alive. Thanks for watching. Look for the pictures, because they look nice and pretty and shiny.